Let me make sure this is all working before we jump into anything. Oh, it says it's waiting on me, but it also says, there we go. It looks like that's working. Okay, is audio working is our next question. And then we'll be able to jump in. And then we'll be able to... Okay, yeah, it is, and you'll probably hear me twice here. Okay, cool. So yeah, we are doing some Wilds of Eldraine early access. So we'll just be playing, I think we're going to start with some sealed, and then we'll kind of see what goes on from there. I have not really, like, I've seen the set, but I really haven't played it yet, so we're going to have to see kind of what things are looking like. So I don't expect this first one to go too well, but let's see. All right. So yeah, we're going to do a sealed. So same kind of format that you would get at a pre-release, which, by the way, is tomorrow, which I think I'll be going to one, which is pretty cool. They've updated this screen. That's cool. So now you can see the rares and mythics that you open from the Enchanting Tale slot. This is not a great pack. Now, the nice thing here is we have 5 rares in 2 colors, so that really probably is pushing us towards, obviously, one of those colors. But yeah, let's see. Oh, stream cut out for a sec. Oh, never mind, we're good. Okay, so then, yeah, I think, you know, we have rats, mouse, right? Wow, words are hard today, apparently. But yeah, we have rats, mice, Rowan. Let's see what other cards we got, because obviously the rares aren't everything. The Enchanting Tales look really interesting. I wasn't sure what these were going to look like on Arena, just because they have that special border. We did get an Evolving Wilds, which is nice. Yeah, let's see. I kind of want to filter by red-black and see if we have enough to do some stuff here. Red-black is like Sacrifice, if I'm not mistaken. Which Spiteful Hexmage seems really good, because if you're going to be sacking a creature or something anyway, you can just attach a Curse Roll token to it, and then it's a 3/2 for 1, so that seems pretty good. But yeah, let me see. Yeah. Yeah. Witch's Mark also seems really good for card selection. This is good. At the beginning of combat, create a 1/1 that can't block, and then you get to exile something. That is pretty cool. We are going to see what other rares do we have. We had Rotisserie Elemental. It's 1 red for a 1/1 menace. When it deals combat damage to a player, put a skewer counter on it. Then you may sacrifice it. If you do, exile the top X cards of your library, where X is the number of skewer counters. Yeah, it seems like it would be really good in a limited environment. I think Rowan is just a 4/2 for 3 with menace, which I think is just good on its own. And if we happen to get some sort of life loss or something like that, we can get some cheaper stuff there. I think Raid Bombardment's going to be good, because it looks like we have a lot of lower costed stuff. We're going to be a little aggressive. Yeah, Battle Raging Mouse. Like, we are a very low to the ground deck, and I kind of want to just throw in a decent number of creatures in here. I think we're also going to put Gingerbread Hunter, but we're going to put this specifically at the 3-drop slot, because we're really never casting it. I might put 1 force in the deck to maybe cast it, and then maybe Evolving Wilds as well, but we're really playing it for that -2/-2, which for 3 mana isn't amazing, but it's not the worst thing I've ever seen. You know, this is not a great removal spell, but removal's really important. I think Ego Drain could be good, but we really don't have any fairies, and I don't know if the card disadvantage is worth it in limited, where cards are so powerful. I think Rat Out could be really good. I think Sweet Tooth Witch is not bad. Let's see. Whenever an enchantment you control is put into a graveyard, bargain. Yep, Candy Grapple's going to be good. When it enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 black rat. A lot of things that are triggering Celebration as well. So if we have Celebration cards, we have a decent amount of stuff that's going to trigger that. So I'm thinking a low to the ground. Oh, Dragon Mantle obviously goes in the deck. It's a 1-drop that redraws itself, and it gives it fire breathing. Even if we don't care about the fire breathing, this just cycles and basically makes our deck 39 cards. Now, how are we wanting to win? I think something like Gnawing Crescendo. So we're going to try and get a lot of little rats, and then use this to get like a lot of damage in. I also think we probably need a flyer too. I'm just going to end up putting this whole deck in here, aren't I? And then a 3/3 with Menace seems so good. I don't think I need 3 of them, but I think 2 as kind of my game winners seems pretty good. Whenever it enters the battlefield, each opponent discards the cards and loses 2 life. Like, I don't hate really any of these. I feel like a lot of these, like even Boundary Lands Rager, I really want the Celebration stuff. This deals X damage for X number of cards that are instant sorceries or adventures. I don't think we're really gonna have enough for that. I really don't like the deal damage to something that was, or kill something that was dealt damage. I'm not a huge fan of those style of effects. So then we're kind of cutting it down from there. This is a lower to the ground deck. I'm not thinking we actually want green in here, so let's just temporarily do that. So that's 17. I think because we're lower to the ground, we could probably do that. And then I might kick myself for this. Is it worth it? I don't know if it's worth it to ever be able to cast this thing. I don't think so. We can mess with it. We also have colorless. I forgot I can look at colors. Ginger Brute. Holy cow, that's a good card. We're going to play 2 of those. None of these seem bad. I want to try 3 Bowls of Porridge. I don't know if it's necessarily good. I just want to see what it feels like in Limited. So yeah, let's see. That's kind of what we're working with. Let's cut some things. Hopeless Nightmare probably feels bad pretty late, so I don't know if I want to have a lot of them just because they don't have any cards in hand. You basically just make them lose 2 life and then scry 2, which isn't the worst thing in the world. Removal's really good. This lets us have some card selection. This is a 2/2 for 2 that gets +3/+3 as long as 2 creatures have entered, which I think will happen a lot. Celebration is really good. I think Skewer Slinger is kind of mid, so we'll get rid of that. I may get rid of Gingerbread Hunter. I don't know if it's really worth it, just because really we're playing Puny Snack, and that's just not a good card. Rowan, I also don't know how good Rowan actually is in this deck. Again, I think just for the stats, it's probably worth it as like a game ender. Oop, that was fun. Yeah. So then we have to cut 5 cards. Shatter the Oath just feels so bad in this deck. I think I am going to cut it. And then we're actually going to make this an even 8/8. I know it's like not, but I don't know what I want to cut. It's very low to the ground. I feel like we probably cut one of these. We're trying to win quickly. We're not trying to have a big thing, but I do like having a big thing or 2 in the deck just so that I don't feel like I'm completely out of it once we get to the later game. And if we're trying to go quick, I don't know if 3 bowls of porridge is really worth it. It's just tapping down stuff, dealing 2 damage seems like good ways, but I don't know if I'm even going to want to use it in the early turns. I think I'll try that in a different run where we're not doing such an aggressive deck, because I just think it's not going to work. This is intended to be aggressive, which also means we probably don't want to be sacrificing our stuff that much, but I feel like we probably cut that, and then I feel like it's good, better for late game if you're creating lots of foods. We'll cut that. Okay, this is going to be our deck. I know it doesn't really matter what sleeves, but like let's just do those, and we'll do the Goose Mother. We'll celebrate Eldraine a little bit. So yeah, that'll be our deck. Here, let me actually Let me get some Eldraine sleeves. So oh no, it's still the Lord of the Rings thing. I see. Okay. Let's do this. Where's my event? Sealed. There it is. Does that look good? We finish it all? It's not what I meant to do. Yep. Okay. Let's jump into this. See how the games go. I know deck building isn't that fun, but yeah. Okay, we have a pretty aggressive start. I like it. What does Wicked do again? +1/+1 when it is put into a graveyard. Okay, yeah. Oh yes, I like this. So we're gonna turn 1 Rotisserie, turn 2 Witch's Mark. I also didn't realize Witch's Mark you can just cast for 1 in a red, and then it just lets you create a Wicked token. Like if you don't want to discard cards, if you really like your hand, seems pretty cool. All right. Hello, human token 2738. We are then gonna play a swamp, and I think we don't need this many cards, so we're gonna attach a Wicked Roll and that, which should make it hit for 2. Which then we put a. No, I don't want to sack it yet. Now this is kind of rough because you can invest a bunch of counters and like put the rotisserie counters on it, but that, or the skewer counters on it, sorry, but then you only get the exile effect and you can only choose to stack it when you hit. So you kind of have to figure out when the best time to do it is. I think what we're gonna do is we are going to play Gingerbrute, go to swing, and then we will put on oh, this turn. I just misread that. I thought it said, did I want to put a counter? We love that. We love new cards. It's fine. They did lose a life. That was kind of an interesting combo because of the Wicked Roll. But that's definitely not what I meant to do there. Next turn, if they play something small, we can -1/-1. I just realized they haven't played anything like outside of this. Also, this battlefield is kind of cool. It's like a paper. Oh, you can open that. It's like we got to find all of the clickable things. Is it just that? Oh, nope. We get Ashiok, and then the winter one. Oh, this thing has vigilance. That is not what I wanted to see. So this is really interesting. Normally you want to play stuff on your second main, but like Celebration really encourages you to not do that. We're gonna play Raging Battle Mouse, which then is gonna let us. So it'll have +1/+1. Okay, we're gonna do this, which now means 2 permanents have entered. So when we go to combat, in theory, I can make this thing bigger. Yeah, we're gonna do this. And then... Okay, so they don't choose to do it. I want to leave that up in case they decided to quote-unquote trade me. I could just give it -1/-1, and then it would work out better, but... Celebration's really interesting. Being able to trigger it at instant speed is going to be really big, because we can use Pest Problem mixed with Rat Out, and that seems pretty good. I mean, technically we have them on a 10-turn clock right now because of Gingerbrute. I didn't swing with it last time. Okay, so we get a food that's obnoxious. This is kind of not what we want. We want to be going fast. Yeah, we'll wait till next turn. I think we're going to just not do much on this turn unless I draw something amazing. Which actually, yeah, what I'm going to do... We just deal so much more damage without it. Okay, we're going to do this, which will get us a food for later if we really need some life, but it also is going to trigger all of our celebration stuff. So we are then going to swing with the 4/4 Yeah, we're gonna see what they do here. Do they block with the 5/5? Okay, so this will, I mean, they'll trade. Get a rat out of it. Yeah. Depending on what they play here, I mean, obviously they have Beanstalk Worm, so you know, can't hope they're not going to play anything here, but let's see. Oh, it's going to fight something. That is interesting. Okay, it's a true fight. So if they swing, I am going to block with the 3/2, and then we'll have easy attacks. I kind of hope they swing. Dang. I think the Menace is going to be cool. And then, this thing doesn't... Oh, it does have haste. Oops, no, we're not swinging. I know how that card works. It's not unblockable as much as it feels like it's unblockable. What's giving it haste right now? Oh, it has haste as long as you own a card in exile that has an adventure. Ah! That is weirdly relevant after the fact right now. I think we just have to get rid of this. This is just really awkward. I don't really want to do that, but I will. Because what that means is this thing doesn't have haste. Let me think. I'm not going to die here now. Unless they have some weird amount of pump. We can swing with both of these. They're both going to get through, and we're at least putting some amount of pressure on them. I honestly think what I need to do... I don't really think I care about it. I think I just play out the 2/1 so that if they put something devastating that does 13 damage, or like they buff it, give it double strike or something, we have a way of not dying. If this boss bargain, search your library for basic land card, put in your hand and shuffle. Okay. Nothing huge there. When it enters the battlefield, return to your hand, put target card you don't own in exile that has an adventure on the bottom of its library, exile target graveyard. Okay. Nothing too relevant. I assume my graveyard's getting exiled. Yeah. Wow, who would have thought? But I think we actually have a decent amount of like pressure here. Like I don't think they're gonna swing. We are gonna sack the food though. Every little bit of life helps. Does that win me the game? Does it lose me the game if I do this? No. I think we have the game here. I think that might have been one of the best top decks we could have gotten. Now they may have removal. Okay, that doesn't really matter. I really don't think we were meant to win that one, but I guess the game just wanted us to win. It gave us the perfect card for that situation. Took a little longer for my quote-unquote aggro deck, but we got it in the end, and that's all that matters. Yeah. So let's do another one. Last time for early access, I played through until I lost. I think here we're going to cap it at 3 games, just because I think it's more interesting to see a variety of decks. As much as I'm very interested how well this deck would do. Oh, this is very tempting. Yeah, it is. I'm gonna keep it just because Lord Skitter seems so good. I hope they play a 1-drop. I want this. This card feels like it's so good on turn 1. Like if they play like a 1-drop with 1 toughness. No. We are gonna play Hopeless Nightmare, which helps. So like if turn 4 comes around or whatever, and we don't have a red mana, we can use the Scry to hopefully basically get to 1. But they are gonna start. We basically trade cards and he goes down 2 health. As foretold, yeah, that's fair. I like this hand. I just wish we had a red mana. I really wish we had a red mana. We're gonna see if this is countered. I'm gonna be really sad if it is. I am just playing this into open blue mana. Ugh. So boring. Is this a control deck? I'm gonna be really sad if this is just hyper control, which I know it's like very hard to do that, but that's what As Foretold and Spell Stutter and not playing anything there really feels like to me. So we're gonna end. I'll sack this to Scry 2, hoping to get to a red land. I mean, ideally we actually cast Candy Grapple. We can use this for bargain, but whatever. They are not playing anything. No, no. Holy cow, that card did so much for us. I would like to thank that card. Okay. This is going well. This is going so well. See, that's very fascinating, but I really do not want that around, so... See, that, like, the card feels so good there. Also, it looks like I'm playing a mono black deck. I am very much not playing a mono black deck. Also, that thing generates a token, which then can be used for bargain. This card, I love it. I need to look at how many things with 1 toughness. Actually, we're going to do that right now while... Oh, I just looked at all cards with toughness 1. Let me see. There are 32 cards with 1 toughness. Oh. Okay.
Simply close your eyes and surrender.
That's fun.
Even the grandest ideas start small.
Let's see what they do. Yeah. I'm fine with that. That 1/1 is better than my 1/1. Although my 1/1 is the only creature I have access to right now. This was definitely a greedy keep.
Focus on your fear.
What else can I click on while we're doing this? The door? Yep, there's Agatha. Let's see. Red Riding Hood? Or whatever her name is. That happens at combat? I really thought that happened at end step for some reason. How interesting. I really don't want to waste this on a... Whatever. What are the odds that we've gone this far? I am running an even number of swamps and mountains. So... Yeah, it's 8 and 8. I am running like less lands than normal because the deck's curve is really low. But yeah, I'm running 8 and 8. I don't think you guys can see it. Let me see. I have MTGA assistant. So there's a 30% chance that any given card right now is a mountain.
Such enticing thoughts.
So yeah, you're right, because I bottom 2. Although, did I shuffle at some point? No. Yeah, so I'm just going to call this Shuffler Diff. They have all their colors. They also haven't done anything. Like, what are they doing? Like, they have Ashiok, and then, like, I don't know. I really don't. I don't know. It is confusing me. Oh, it's my turn to. Okay, good. No, I'm not bargaining it. Goodbye. Use your counter spells or something. If this burns a counter spell out of their hand, I think I'm happy. I was gonna say, I don't think it will. It's literally a token this thing can keep creating. Like, guys, and girls, but guys, this is ridiculous.
There is no escape from these nightmares.
Yeah. The other thing, the odds that I've seen all my swamps, and literally every card I've drawn that wasn't in my opening hand, these were in my opening hand, I think except Hopeless Nightmare, they have all been red. That's the other aspect. Like, I have black cards. But, no. It's fine. I also just wish they would end the game. That's the other aspect of it. Like, I don't mind, but thank you. We're up to a 35% chance that any given card is a mountain. There's also then the percent chance that it's a black card, which adds an extra 12, 15, 18% on top of that. That any of these cards. Holy cow, this is terrible.
So much drama from which.
Like, it's... yeah. Part of me is just like, I should concede and go next, but... Okay, thank you. I almost don't want an answer. Like, I don't think there's an answer in my deck, but even if there is, I do not want it. I played a card. There was also a colorless card I wasn't even accounting for. I will hit them one more time, and then... and that'll be it. Really? Just... kill me. Good game. GG, go next. Okay. I also really like the name Ebenezer. I like it. Okay, let's just move on to the next one. This time I won't keep a hand that's missing a color. Yeah, because that hand, if I remember correctly, it was all black cards and all black mana. And then one red card. But the red card would have been really good if I got it turn 3 if I would have drawn a land. So it's kind of a weird situation. Alrighty. This feels like a really good hand. Holy, okay, watch this. Because we're going to get the Cursed Roll, which then we can bargain away with Candy Grapple. It's only one card. Okay. So, that's what I've done. Is both early access. I've gotten 1-cost rare things, and I love the 1-cost rare things more than like anything else in the world. Destroy target creature and opponent controls mana value 2 or less. No. Okay, what else does this thing do? I think create a food token, create a wicked token. Yeah, okay. See, now my hand is a lot less fun, and it's going to play a lot like some others. Or some others. What am I trying to say? It's going to look a lot like what the opponent was doing last time, which was just doing nothing and then just responding to things. I'm half tempted to keep it alive. Oh, no. As long as... bruh. We are going to get rid of it. I have no idea what option I just clicked. We love that. Okay. So now we have our rotisserie chicken or rotisserie elemental or whatever it's called. This will help us kind of temporarily draw some cards. I doubt they're going to play 2 creatures in 1 turn. It's possible, but I doubt it. Yeah. How are audio levels? Is my voice too quiet, too loud? Is the game too loud? Does it sound okay? I feel like every time I set this up, like I use the same presets and stuff, but I feel like every time it ends up being different. Cool. All right. So we're going to choose, we're not going to make the same mistake we made in that first game. We are not going to sacrifice our rotisserie. Yeah. Now, the turn we do, we should definitely play Gnawing Crescendo so that when it dies, so that when it dies, we get a rat. It's going to be great. The synergy is unparalleled. Gets, I just don't want to deal with a flyer. This is probably a wrong move. I really don't want to deal with it, and I'm hoping we get something like this. So let's go to combat first. We do not want to sacrifice it. This is an instant, but I want to play both sides of this, so we're gonna have to do it on my turn. Then we're gonna give them all +2/+2, so it'll be 12 + 5. We're 2 off of lethal. Now, obviously, they have food and a whole turn, so we're not actually 2 off of lethal, but this card feels really good, especially with the amount of rats in the set. Not only does it make the rats... Did they sack something? Oh, they did. I think we are going to swing with everything. Kind of not what I was expecting. I think I might just let it happen. And then we are going to decline and then do this. And then next turn, we're going to get board wiped. I can feel it right now. We are getting board wiped here. I don't even know how many board wipes there are in the set. That's another thing that we can check. Let's do that. Set. Whoa. Function. Board wipe? Is that what Gryfall calls it? Yes, there are 4. Except some of them are not... I mean, some of them are devastating here. There's a 1 and a black on an adventure. Creatures your opponents control get -1/-1 until end of turn. We're going to swing. All right. That is how the deck wants to be played. That was very fun. I enjoyed that. Aggro. So, I think I want to do one more, because I said 3 games with each, but we really, that second game didn't really count. So we're going to do one more. And then, I mean, we can do whatever. I might do another sealed. We can also look at some limited, or not limited, constructed. They only give us access to standard, so I can't do anything beyond standard. Otherwise, I'd mess with like the enchanting tales and stuff. We've learned from our mistakes. This, again, has that wonderful combo. I actually think here we ditch Rowan, which is crazy sounding, I'm sure, but I think, like, look at the mana value. This is an aggro deck, or an aggro hand if I've ever seen one. And we're aiming for that same goal. This is going to be entered as a 1/1. We have the Cursed Roll, which we can sack to Candy Grapple. I think Cursed Rolls are honestly the best part of this entire set. Like, the most genius design for so many reasons. So yeah, I really like it. We're going to go to combat, and then we'll play this. I am running both of the gnawing... or the one that gives +2/+2. I think I picked up 2 of those. Or not picked up, but like... Do I have to do this? Oh, if you control a creature with power 4 or greater, it doesn't have anything to do with celebration. Cool. Hopeless Nightmare is also really cool with Bargain. What's going to suck here is if they have some amount of removal like that. You know, we're running out of steam here. But we have a very fast, and Ginger Brute honestly is one of the craziest cards in my opinion. Like it's, I mean, if it said if it was a colorless one drop that said when it ETBs sacrifice a land, it's unblockable, I still think that'd be really good, and that's basically how it works. But you don't have to sacrifice the land every turn. Like it's so good. So we're gonna do. I don't really care too much about this. I just want to actually bargain this. This is one of those things where I don't need to bargain it at all, but I really want to. In order to do that. So now we're hitting for 4 instead of 2. So we doubled our power. Okay, so it's going to enter with a royal. Oh, no, wait. Is it another? Ooh, that's devastating. See, now they're also, like, out of steam. I was gonna say they're probably gonna block, but like they're both just 3/2s, and we have more steam than them. So we have 1 less land, but like we have no cards that cost. We have 1 card that costs more than 3 mana in this deck. Oh, this land! I didn't even account for that. That's. I was gonna say it's gonna be devastating. It doesn't really matter. I don't think. Yeah, we will Hopeless Nightmare to scry 2. Hopefully set up our next 2 turns or get 2 terrible cards off the top. I think we want the Gnawing Crescendo. Like, I will say the food is going to be kind of a problem. Now, we potentially have lethal, depending on what we get, I think. No, I don't think there's actually any way we have lethal next turn in the entire deck. I'll keep it. Next turn we'll sack it. I mean, we can do that at instant speed. We're gonna end turn. Okay. That's kind of terrifying. That makes 2 1/1s? I know that. But in my head, I was really thinking that did not make 2 1/1s. The 6/7 part is really rough. Okay. So they really need a hero of a card to come, because like I can always do this, as dumb as it sounds, just to not die. Like they have to get 17 damage here. Or wipe my board, which there's a thing that gives all creatures your opponents control -1/-1. Create a wicked token. Dang, I was kind of hoping they targeted my, like, rat. I know they wouldn't. Maybe I should have done what I was thinking. Okay, I was going to kill my own creature, and then... They have to block the 2/1. I forgot they have food. I didn't even calculate that in. That was really dumb. I think the food's gonna screw me over here. Okay. I mean, we can get rid of that. I'm not too worried about it. But it doesn't have a haste, so we should be fine. I don't know if we're gonna win this. This is gonna be a really close one and really determined by what we draw. Like, that is not something we wanted to draw. And they keep making foods. What is making them food? What did that? Oh, whenever this thing attacks. Okay, yeah. No, I think we're screwed. I think we are utterly screwed. Please be a land. Just have a land. If they add one more creature on top of this, I don't know if I can do anything. Oh my god. This is a weird move. But this means it won't have power 4 or greater, so it'll leave that behind. So we technically got rid of 8 damage that we could be taking. As much as I really didn't want to do that, I think that's my best bet. Okay, if I was ever going to pull a removal spell, now would be the time. All right. Now we bluff as if we have anything. And then we die. Okay. But I feel like I have a better understanding now of like what cards are gonna be good, what cards are gonna be bad, stuff like that. Yeah. And I am dead. Very tragic. Okay. Now, is there any preferences for what we do next? Because doesn't matter too much to me. We are going to resign from this. We'll claim our gems and things. While I see if anyone has any preferences. Holy cow. That was beautiful. They've updated mass openings, I guess, because you get to see every card now. Wait, I want to see that again. Oh, that's so beautiful. And then we can, oh, yes, they have improved this. This is beautiful. I love that. Here, let's quickly get all the mythics. This time around, they didn't give us the cards. They just gave us a bunch of packs and a bunch of wild cards. So, just, this will help for future times too, because we get to We get to keep the accounts between early access. Not like use them when it's not early access, but like the things I do now, I will have access to next time. The other question I have actually, how do these mythic packs work? Also, that's just a whole new animation. Are they gonna have different size packs? That's what this really feels like. So it's not a guaranteed mythic. It's a guaranteed mythic like main card. Okay. I wonder what other little changes there are, because stuff like this is really awesome. You know? Here, well, this will be our last one. And then I really appreciate the animation change. And the fact that you get to go through and actually, like, even if you're mass opening, you still get to do it. What does it look like with smaller amounts of packs? I'm sorry. Like, Aftermath packs. I don't know what standard deck I'd make. It's more like, we can kind of see. I also, like, I don't know. It's a good question. I have not followed the standard metagame too much. And this is an unprecedented time. One thing I really want to try, for standard, because it's, like, bigger than it's ever been. I kind of want to see... Let me look at the meta game. See if it's still roughly what I'm thinking it is. Yeah, mid-range is winning. Sheoldred's still very good. Who would have thought? Obviously, if we're looking at this set overall, like the hits that are likely to be relevant to oh, this is cool. You get to pick the format now, and then it'll tell you what's there. See, lots of little cool changes that I really like. If we're looking at Wilds of Eldraine and we're looking at like kind of the impactful cards, Beseech the Mirror is obviously the most impactful of like the entire set as of now. Like maybe something will change with that, but like Beseech the Mirror is a crazy card. Agatha's Soul Cauldron is a crazy card, and I'm very curious how these things will fit into various metagames. I think what we'll do another sealed for now. Let's see. Let's open the 6 packs. Okay. I really hate that it's pushing us towards red-black again, but like, it is. I know it's kind of lame. I don't want to make another red-black deck just because I already did that. So, and I feel like with the rares there, like I'm going to want to just make red-black. So I'm going to resign and we're going to do that again. Okay. Let's get some other colors. Okay, yes, this seems better. Not in terms of like card quality, just not red-black. I do think we're going to go with red just because I think Virtue of Courage and Fire Emancipation are both going to be bombs. Maybe we do like red-green, like big stuff. But let's see what other cards we got, if we can even support that. Yeah, I think we can. Let's do that. Let's throw in the things that made me go, let's do red, green, big stuff. I don't think Prismatic Omen is that good. This costs 2 less if it's bargained. Adventures. I think that's interesting as well. I'm gonna kind of speed build this. Do we have... Oh, yes, we do have ramp. I was like, can we get a little bit of ramp? Maybe that could be an interesting... So, yeah, big stuff dot card is what we want. I really like adventures. I think adventures make the limited format really interesting. Create a food token when you cast big stuff. Big stuff. Flick a coin deals 1 damage to any target. You create a treasure token, draw a card. I want to see if that is that interesting. If this did haste, oh, that'd be so cool. I mean, kind of broken, but that'd be so cool. Treasure tokens seem like they'll be good. Get a creature. Removal. This seems decent. Okay, so we're cutting 5 cards. This time we can't cut lands because obviously we have a high mana curve. Let's see. I don't know if I need 3 Commune with Nature. But Commune with Nature is one of those cards that it's just so good. Like, if you have a lot of creatures, which we do, I do want to maybe cut some of the sorceries in here. Can we, let's pull out all the sorceries and take a look. Oh, that was fun. Okay. Oh, well, it's counting these as sorceries. Okay. Well, yeah, that's why we have a lot of sorceries. So... I think that's just good for late game. Flick a coin. I'll cut it. It's not a creature. Okay, so it really does not like sorting while you cut stuff. Like, it's not a big fan of that. Sacrifice an artifact or land to draw a card is kind of interesting. Big thing, big thing, big thing. I mean, I know we're gonna win. I just don't know how we're gonna get there. Which makes me think I should be cutting stuff. I think we just have too many 4-drops. Like, I think I'm going to cut these 2. It is going to make our curve kind of, I don't know, like an upside down parabola. But kind of a mountainous, I guess. Discard your hand, then draw 2 cards. I'm going to cut it. And then... I'm gonna get rid of that because if we don't have anything early game, it doesn't feel like it'll be that impactful. Let's pick some beautiful sleeves. That looks great. Let's do what matches the vibe of this. We can do Goose Mother again, or no, we'll do the green woodland fairy. Okay. Yeah, I don't see the stream being that long today. I had a long day. I'm very tired, but. We will see. I'll probably do at least another 3 games with this, and then we'll go from there. See if any new ideas pop up. Yeah. Okay. So we are going against Caleb DMTG. I think we're going to do this. Just, I know this isn't a aggro deck, but I want to get a board presence, and we can do this later. And, like, we don't really have anything great to, like, ramp into. Interesting. We'll go red. That's going to make tapping this really weird. But should be fine. Okay, we're going to play that. I don't think they do that. And then we are going to play up the beanstalk, which will draw us a card. And then we can hold the instant up. I do think this is going to be pretty good. If I've learned anything, adventures are better than they look. We're gonna hold it. I can take 3. Just because I feel like, I don't know. Maybe I'm being greedy there. We're gonna play Feral Encounter. Oh, we're definitely not casting that this turn. But at the beginning of combat, we get to have this deal damage, so we get to kill it. Yeah. It's a weird card. I don't like how this is worded. I don't hate it, but like, oh, they are going to pay the ward. I was like, did they save enough mana for the ward? Yeah, they did. All right. Okay, we're at 6 mana. We need 8 for this. They're going to try and play a creature this turn so they can get the full value out of the Witch's Vanity, I think. Except they're doing that, so they're clearly, they're mana screwed, which is exciting. Also, let's see what these animations are. Okay, that's about what I would expect. That's it? Okay. Kind of a mid-pet, not gonna, or companion, sorry. Which also, ooh, they changed it to companion, and I feel like Magic players do not have a good association with the word companion for, you know, obvious reasons. Okay. Oh, it's just mana value 5 or better. I thought it was big creatures for some reason in my head, but Up the Beanstalk's even better than I thought. They're like, I gotta gain some life here. Fire Emancipation's a crazy card. This now does 6 damage. They probably are gonna blow it up. I'm expecting that adventure creature that has the adventure that destroys artifact or enchantment. No, just big thing. Okay. So now that's an exile. So then this thing has haste and we deal 12. That's ridiculous. That is... That's crazy. But that was very cool. Fire Emancipation. Boy, that's a crazy card. That's what I love. Honestly, okay, so I made a video talking about the Enchanting Tales, and like I was like, they're really good, but I hope they don't do it in every set. And I lied. I want this in every set. What did they just do? -2, -2, -3, -3. You know, they could have just sacked a token or the Prophetic Prism to the bargain and then -5, -5 it. But, oh, there's no way. We draw the 4/4 with haste. And so unless they have instant speed removal, I mean, they're not going to... Oh, wait. Shoot. Food. Food, I never account for food. Well, I did in Lord of the Rings, because Lord of the Rings, it felt much more, like, prominent, or there were just more cards that dealt with it, so I felt like I was constantly thinking about it. But, yeah, I think if we win this game, which we are likely to, I'd like to dedicate the entire game to Fire Emancipation. There's a food, so they're at 5. Did I have a stop at my upkeep or something? They now know what's in my hand. Except they are choosing to not do anything. Oh, their life total is 5 or less. That's really cool. The End is a very cool card. I really like the End, especially in limited, but like, you know, Vraska's Contempt was 2 black for an instant. Just exile target creature, planeswalker, you gain 2 life. This is that, but you get to get rid of all the copies of it in their deck. And if you're low on life, it only costs black. That card's crazy. Let's bargain. Yargles come to Bargle. We're going to get rid of Utopia Sprawl. We're just going to go 2 big guys. And then we'll just commune with nature. Now, obviously, they could get down a creature. Like, this is not 1 yet. But it's pretty close. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Wilds of Eldraine seems really cool. Yeah. I don't know. I'm excited for Ixalan, though, I will say. See, Menace and can't be blocked by small things. So, Menace is going to be a problem for them right now. Let's see. Okay. So they have to hope I don't get a removal spell. Which I do not, of course. So if they don't want to die, they have to block with both. We're going to deal 15 damage. Okay, it knows how... Wait. What? Auto-assign combat damage. We're going to turn that off. That's ridiculous. That is utterly ridiculous. Arena needs to fix their game. That should not have assigned damage like that. Because I can choose however I want to deal damage. And the thing, I almost put it the other way, but then I'm like, no, it'll give me the option. No, it didn't give me the option. That was dumb. Come on. Gain some life. You're going to take 6? I mean, they did just gain that. Okay. We're going to cast this, which will draw me a card and make me a food. Ooh, yes. Let's get that back. And then we have a Trampler. And yeah. I feel cheated. There we go. We won. Thanks to Fiery Emancipation. Very good card. All right. Let's jump into another one. Okay, so we are currently waiting. There is no music for some reason, which is lovely. And yeah, I mean, here, wait. Is this where I just go to YouTube and go, no copyright sounds, and see how loud it is? Oh, this was released 9 hours ago. Very mid. Well, it's fine. It's just all no copyright sound is just kind of meh. Here we go. Here's the one I feel like I've heard a billion times. Yeah. Oh, it looks like it's really quiet. Here we go. Let me up it a little bit. Oh yeah, hey back. Sorry, I went over to no copyright sounds because this is a 2-minute queue, I guess. All right. If this gets to like 3 minutes, I might DQ and requeue, which I know like might just put me further back in queue, but I feel like it's got to be better than this. Yeah, I think here, let's, I'm gonna unqueue and requeue. I don't know how many people, because I was busy today, and so last time I did open, or early access, I did it right as it opened, so there were a ton of people. I just couldn't do that today. So I wonder if there's just not that many people right now doing sealed. Cause, there we go, waiting for opponent. I was like, because really, who is doing sealed? Oh, that got loud. All right. Fire Emancipation? No. I need both colors. Okay. I don't hate this. Now, there are arguments to not casting this on 3, because then it stays in exile for this to have haste. But I don't know. Yeah, so then we will, I mean, I guess we'll just commune with nature. I like this card. Let's... No, it's not worth it. We'll play this. Not worth the tempo hit. Okay, let's focus back up. Okay. I think Simic big stuff might be really good. Let's just swing. Yeah, I think Simic big stuff would be really cool. Let's up the beanstalk into a forest, which we play, and then this kind of just feels like good old value. Okay, so they concede. Okay. All right, we'll do another one. Interesting. YouTube's made some changes to their streaming interface. Let's see. Okay, we are waiting in queue again. Yeah, I'm guessing there's just not that many people on right now. Give me 1 second. Yeah. Okay. Okay, there we go. LRR James. All right, Fire Emancipation again. No, this feels like a much better draw. I think we get rid of Thunder's debut as much as I love it. Yeah. Let's get something not big. Let's get a 3-2. And we'll just play the 3-2. Yeah. And then we can steal whatever big thing they play this turn, put a Wicked Roll on Hollow Scavenger, and have an awesome attack, I think. Or maybe I save this for later. Maybe I just do Red Tooth Genealogist. Because the +1/+1 is pretty big on the Wolf, because if we can make it so that it can block and be blocked by Boundary Lands Ranger without dying, it really opens up a lot of attacks, a lot of blocks, a lot of plays. Ah. World 1 is interesting. Let's just do the... Let's do this. Putting the thing on there. This might be like a little premature, but I'm gonna give it double strike to deal a bunch of damage. Yeah. We'll then have Twisted Fealty to put a roll on a Red Tooth, unless... I hope they don't blow up Hollow. They probably have a 4-drop removal spell, is my guess. Just because they hovered over this and that. Maybe not. Maybe I'm reading too much into the hovering. But, yeah. I don't know. Okay. Yep, good card. I really like that card. Like, it's very good. That's also a really good card. Torch the Tower? Oh my goodness. It's kind of crazy how good of a card that is. All right, I really don't see us winning this, but let's see. I don't know what to do. I really don't. I think I just need to go shields up for a moment. Hope for something to win. Wait, I do not remember the arena symbol there. Sorry. I explored this earlier, and I really don't remember this. Maybe all of my opponents have had pets, so it's been covering that. I don't know. It's a fun board. I appreciate it. I don't think it's as fun as the food board that you can like eat, but it is still pretty fun. Oh, what is this? As long as 2 more, it's a 4/4 dragon. Oh shoot. 4, 5, 7. I have to block 2 things. Unfortunately. Very sad. I wanted, like, I feel close, but yeah. Up to 1 wicked roll. I don't want to make a wicked roll. If it wasn't for ward. Yeah, if it wasn't for ward. Okay. Alright. Good game. That was fun. I'm exhausted. Wasn't as long as Lord of the Rings. I'm hoping for one of the next ones. We'll maybe start a little bit earlier and go a little bit longer. There's a chance this thing's open for 24 hours, so if I get bored in the next day, I may hop on and do another stream, so stay tuned for that. Either way, guys, thank you for watching. Yeah, it's been really fun. Live streams are fun. I will see you guys in the next one, I guess. I guess it's like a YouTube outro. I don't even know. All right. See ya.